Hey everyone, 39 Camper, and just watched a video of Thomas Hobbies' garden, and he wants to know what's in your garden. So this is a VR for Mark. I'll show you what I've planted in my garden this year. Alright, so here's my garden that I got going this year. It's been really dry. I've been halving the water almost every other day, and I just got this cheap fence up. I'm gonna start doing a better fence section by section, but if I didn't put something up, the rabbits and woodchucks and everything would just and my neighbor's chickens would just tear this thing up. So let's get inside here and check it out. First are my beans. I got 4 rows of beans, and each row is about 30 feet. You can see how well you can see. Beans are starting to come up here, and this is the second planting. I had some old beans that never germinated, so I had to replant them, and these ones are coming up pretty good. I got 4 rows of them, and then I got 3 rows of tomatoes, and they're just a bunch of different tomatoes. And what I've done is I've planted 2 of them side by side, give a space, 2 of them, and they're starting to get flowers on there. I don't know if you can see that, but 3 rows of these guys. Plan on canning a bunch of tomatoes and making salsa and stuff, so why not? I got the room. So the next row here, these are my bell peppers. And I got 2 rows of bell peppers right here, and then the next row is these right here are jalapenos. Get over here. It looks like it's really wet. I'm over watering it, but the fact is this will dry up. Right here, these 3 little guys, these are habanero peppers, and they're starting to get a little bit bigger. They were real tiny when I put them in. So some habanero peppers, and I believe these 2 peppers here are Hungarians, or but they're either Hungarians or banana peppers. So go down here. These two rows right here, these are pickling cucumbers, and I want to make some pickles for the winter. And then this last row right here, this is all zucchini squash, and I got some greens and yellows, and down here I have I can't remember what type of squash these are, but as you can see, these are flowered out, and I actually have let's see, one going down there. My buddy got these for me. He got me a few plants, and I told him I'd throw them in here. These are, I believe, eggplant. That's what them are, eggplant. And then over here in the corner, they got me a pumpkin plant. So there's my garden. You can see there's a lot of space here. I was gonna do corn, but after talking to my neighbors, they said that the deer really get in there and they just mow down the corn. And when I was watering earlier today, there was some deer prints in here. They didn't eat anything, none of this stuff, but I imagine that they would tear the corn up. So the empty space, if I knew I had time, I'd plant some potatoes in here. I'm just not sure on my time, but next year I'll definitely have a bunch of potatoes in here. So I got one other table to show you guys, and that'll be it. Just a few things on the table out here, out behind the house. I got my dill here for my pickles, and then cilantro looks nice, and then these two bad boys right here are ghost chili peppers. So what I've noticed is I used to put jalapenos in when I pickled my pickles, and it would have a peppery taste, but it wasn't hot. And so I'm gonna try either a piece of ghost chili pepper or habanero pepper in there to see. I think when it gets cooked down a little bit, it loses its heat. But all right, Mark, I hope you enjoyed my garden here. We moved in our house last year in July. It was a little bit too late to put in a garden, but this year I got right on it. I should have planted more, but you know, time restraints. Plus behind me here you can see I got my apple trees, and then I don't know if you can see it, along the woods here and along the woods behind my garden here are nothing but raspberries. So I get to pick fresh raspberries. Oh, one more thing. I got some last fall, I got some autumn olive seeds, and so I want to grow an autumn olive bush right here, and I think they're coming up. So I'm gonna have to give it a watering and hopefully get a nice big autumn olive. I think I might plant this little field here behind the garden. I might try to grow some wild asparagus. Just get it to go wild, get it to seed out and spread. It takes a few years for that, but alright, Mark, that's what's in my garden. And everybody else, thanks for watching. And what are you guys growing this year?